Hey, friends. Welcome to episode 2 of the Legend Caller Squad podcast. I have a major topic I want to talk about today. I have this podcast set up to be weekly, but if it comes to my mind and it comes to my heart, then I'm just going to share it. So you may get it more than once a week. You may get it once a week and you may get it a couple times a week. But I want to dive deep into something that many of us struggle with: stress, priorities, and living our best life. And this is something that we all struggle with. It doesn't matter what job you have, it doesn't matter what phase in life you're in, but I know that it's something that we all deal with. And I wanted to give you some tips to help you with that today. So often we stress ourselves out over things that quite frankly would replace us within 24 hours of us not being there. So think about it. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle of our jobs, giving it our all. But have you ever considered what's going to happen if you unexpectedly pass away? It's really tough. It's a reality check, but you have to be real about it. Your job, the one that you work so hard for, would have a job post open to replace you within 48 hours because that's how life works. They have to replace you because they have to continue to make money. But think about this. There was this teacher who passed away. This story hits me really close to home because of the fact that I was a teacher. But there was this teacher who passed away. The next day, her school did a moment of silence. Of course, I'm sure they attended her funeral. But then the next day, they posted an opening for her position to replace her. And so this hits me super hard because I know the amount of time and stress and effort that we put in our classrooms. And to think about that, this would have been me. They would have mourned me briefly, but in the same moment they were mourning my life, or they were mourning the loss of me, they would be working to replace me. So it begs the question, are we investing our time and energy wisely? And today I want to share 3 tips with you to help you with a better life and focus on what truly matters. So the first tip is going to be prioritize your passion. Prioritizing your passion is massive. Think about what sets your soul on fire. Write it down. What are you truly passionate about? Whether it's painting, writing, spending time with family, or just simply enjoying the beauty of life, make that a priority because it's important to you. Yes, your job's important to you. I get it. But are you allowing your job to be so important that you're not focusing on the things that you really care about? Life's short and it's too precious to be spent on things that won't matter whenever you're gone. Number 2, define your values. So why? Why do we need to define our values? You have to think about what your values are in life. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters. I just said that. But what are your core values? And once you know those values, align your actions with them. Then make sure you're putting that time and energy into those efforts. Majority of you have a family, or you have maybe you don't have kids, but maybe you're in a relationship, or you have parents or grandparents. And so many times in life, we set back and we allow the stress of our job to hold us back from spending time with family, to hold us back from going on the vacation we want to go on, or doing the things we want to do because we have so much stress in our work life that we can't balance our personal life. So you have to make sure that you're taking time and energy and you're applying that into the efforts that's within your core value. Now, I'm not telling you, okay, stop giving your best efforts at your job. I'm not saying that because I'm not trying to get you fired by any means. But what I am saying is quit allowing those circumstances to control you, because those circumstances are the same ones that are going to replace you when you're not there anymore. And so is that really the life that you want? Is that really the life that on your very last day, you're going to have that regret because you wish you would have done? And you can control that. Your mind is so powerful and your mind will allow you to control that. But you have to step back and really think about what your core values are. And it's going to take soul searching. It's going to take time. It may even take reading books or listening to more podcasts. You have to quit allowing circumstances that are not allowed with your visions and goals to take your energy away from the areas in which you need to be focused on. And maybe you have lost that vision. Maybe you don't know what you need to focus on because you're so lost in the stress and the anxiety that comes in with your job or other circumstances in your life. which is where you have to start building you have to start building those boundaries. Boundaries are huge. And Trent Shelton says it best. Boundaries do not have to be walls. They're bridges. They're bridges that allow you to reach opportunities. There are going to be times in your life that you have to make a boundary become a wall because you've expressed why you have that boundary. You have to express that my vision and my core values do not align with this particular situation, which means I have to build a boundary. And once you do that, people are either going to respect it or they're not going to respect it. And if they don't respect it, then that tells you where they're at in your life and what you need to be doing and how you need to handle that situation. Is it easy? No. It's not easy to build boundaries. It's not easy to stand up for yourself. This is something I personally have been working on for 2 years now. And I'm to a point where I understand it. And I understand that a boundary isn't just a stop sign, a boundary has limits. You set those limits for your life. You set what you want to be able to have control of. And again, if there's people or there's situations or circumstances that do not align with that or do not respect that, then it's time that you learn how to control that boundary and add even more space between you and that particular situation. And I promise you, when you do, you're going to have a different side of peace in your life. Peace is huge when it comes to your life. You have to protect your peace. You have to know what things are holding you back, what things are causing you to not be able to fill your cup. I listened to a podcast today myself by Trent Shelton. I shared it on my Instagram feed, and that's exactly what he was talking about, is that you can't choose your bloodline, but you can choose your boundaries. And so many times we struggle with boundaries when it comes to family because they're family, and that's great. And I love that. I love that you love your family, but does your family help you reach those goals? Is your family understanding that you have a purpose and you have a vision and you have core values in your life? And are they respecting those? And if they're not, then there comes a point that you have to do something about it. And no, they're not going to be happy, but think about how much more happiness or how much more peace you're going to have in your life because you decided to cut that out. Again, it's not going to be easy. But once you do it, you're going to have a whole different level of relief come out of your body. You're going to have a different level of peace is really the best word to say it. It's peace. When you start making those boundaries and you're doing it in a healthy manner because it's helping you be a better version of you, you're going to have peace. Tip number 3, embrace mindfulness. You have to be present in the moment. When you're at work, give it your best. But when you're with your loved ones or you're pursuing your passions, be present there too. Be there in the moment. Don't be worried about what's going on Monday morning when you get back to work. And maybe you're stuck in this job. Maybe it's because you know that you want better for your life, but you can't let them down because you've been there so long. But you want to start a business. You only have one life to live. You have a birth date and you have a death date. And there's one line in between there. And what are you doing every day to write that story in between those 2 days? Think about it. Are you doing things every single day that you know when that line is put in between and both dates are there, you would be happy. You would be content. You would have joy in your heart because you did the things you wanted to do in your life. And so many times people pass away and they have so many regrets and they have so many things they wish they would have done, but it's too late. Practice gratitude daily, and you're going to find that your life becomes so much more richer. You're going to find it's going to become so much more meaningful. And honestly, your stress levels are going to they're going to decrease significantly. You have to be in control of your life. You cannot allow all of these things that do not align with your goals, your passion, your dreams, your core values to hold you back. You have to be worthy of yourself. That's one thing that you have to start doing. Believe that you are worth what you know you're worth. If you tell yourself, I am capable, I can do this, I am worthy of whatever you want in your life, then you can. Like I said, if you want to start a business, you have one life to live. Start that business. Stop putting so much effort into other people's dreams. Live your dream. Are you living your dreams? Are you living somebody else's dreams? Are you building somebody else's dreams up? And not all people can be business owners. I get that. Not all people are fit to own a business. That's just an idea. But are you working a job maybe that is mediocre when you know that you're better for a position, or you know that there's something else out there that you could be doing that would be better for you and your life and your family, but you feel so committed to this job because you've been there, and well, who's going to do this if I'm not there, and who's going to do that if I'm not there? Who cares? Because when you're not there, you know what they're going to do? They're going to replace you. So stop letting those things that are going to replace you control your life. So those are the 3 tips I have for you to live a better life and focus on what truly matters. Remember that your time is limited, and every moment you get is a gift. Every moment, every morning you wake up and you have air in your lungs and your heart is beating, it is a gift. Don't let the pursuit of things that will replace you in 24 hours steal your joy. Prioritize your passions, define your values, and embrace that mindfulness. Work on your mindset. Find a way to become stronger in your mind. Find a way to be confident in yourself. I hope this means something to you. I could keep going and going and going, but I don't want to keep it too long today. Thank you for tuning in to the Legend Caller Squad podcast. If you felt like this was meaningful to you, if you felt like it added any value to you, if you know someone that needs to hear it, please like and subscribe and share. Share it in your story. Tag me at the Teacher of Finances. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, keep it real. Stay true to yourself and live the life that truly reflects what matters the most to you.